Hey everybody, this is Mr. Payton. It has been a while since I made one of these. I've been making shorts, been making some content, but not really, the longer videos for me anyway. It's holiday season. I've been having some conversations with some colleagues, and one that I had today really kind of fueled what I want to talk about. And that is, are you a giver or a receiver? So we're walking and having a conversation, my colleague and I, and he asked me what I was going to do for the weekend. I pretty much always answer the same way. I'm not going to do much, just hang around the house, recharge, refuel, the whole deal. And so the question came up about what I do for the holidays and things like that. And I expressed to my colleague that, I'm not big on receiving gifts. That's not my thing. For the longest time, I didn't understand why that was. But before I got married, I decided to take that love language test. A lot of times those things seem really, I don't know, they just don't seem authentic to me. But I have to say that this was one of those few that I felt like it was really on point and it was really beneficial. And so what I learned is that I'm someone who likes acts of service. That was the one that kind of stuck out for me, and the one that's on the end, or my least favorite or least likely love language was um, gifts, receiving gifts or whatever it's called. And that really helped me understand a lot. It helped me understand why I handle relationships the way I do, why I handle if people try to praise me or affirm me, all of that. The point I'm making is that I've always been a giver, and in my mind, I always thought that was just this conscious decision that I made. But what I have found is that it really is just what's natural for me to do. So whether it's a decision or not, it is really who I am. But as he and I begin to continue our conversation, I shared some more information. What I also realized is that, those people who are givers like myself, it's really hard for us to receive. So this time of year can get a little awkward for me. So, I'm an educator, so my students will want to give me gifts and give me different things, or even my colleagues will want to do things. And I always I try to politely push that away and say, no, thank you. But I'm going to challenge myself to be a bit more flexible and make myself a little bit more uncomfortable. I know it sounds weird, but I'm going to make myself more uncomfortable and try to receive more, if that makes sense. Because for me, that is uncomfortable. For most people, great, give me all the presents in the world. This is great, I'm happy. I very rarely get gifts that I actually like. I think it's partly because I don't share things that I'm interested in, so the people who are trying to buy me things don't know what I would like. I also, though, know that there is an emotional component to that. There is a feeling of maybe like responsibility, or that I should respond the right way when I receive these things. And so it seems to be a lot to it. But I'm really going to challenge myself to try to be better about that. Now, for the receivers, and I know a lot of those. They have these itemized gifts, a list of gifts that they want, and they're the kind of people. So, like I said, I'm an educator. I know teachers who will flat out tell kids, "I want this, 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 and this, and on my birthday, I want you to do that." To me, that's going a little overboard. But I do think there's obviously a happy medium where it's okay to allow people to celebrate you, and that is something that even at the ripe old, young age, I should say, of 50, I should get better at. So I'm going to challenge myself this year to try to be more gracious, more accepting, more flexible about when people want to celebrate or give me things, be better about how I receive them, how I respond to them when it happens. And so the question I have for you is, are you a giver or receiver? And are you in a place in your life where you're willing to take that challenge on and try to do the other side? So if you are a receiver, maybe this year you try to be more of a giver. If you're a giver like I am, maybe you try to be more willing and accepting, I think is the word I think of. Because, you guys, I'm telling you, it can be something as small as a card. It could be a drawing. And I can feel it. It is a physical response I have to someone handing me something or doing something for me in terms of a gift. And I'm just like, thank you. And instead of me just being like joyful and happy and appreciative, there's this thing that comes over me. So I'm really going to have to work on that mental space and making sure that there is a sense of excitement and joy, because I really do appreciate when someone does that for me. It's just something that, quite honestly, I don't have a whole lot of practice in, because I've kind of built this person that I am. And so people know not to offer me gifts or try to celebrate me too much, because they know it's just not something that I've made a big deal about. So I hope this was beneficial for you. Again, it's been a while since I've made one of these types of videos. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you are continuing to subscribe and like my channel. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks.